is an unfair violence and I don't understand.
But the days no longer for Kathmandu. As Jyotirendra was busy on leaving his latest enterprise, shipping.
Ever hungry to collect materials for his forest, where he was always interested in listening to people talking about themselves.
And that is why he sheds earlier in reference to Wanda, a distant relative.
To a donkey, a load is from the right side and a similar load on the left makes no difference. Wanda, please tell me about your life in your old home. I would love to hear about it.
Where was she born? What was her village like? Events from her childhood. When was she married?
I had a favorite. Every day I used to float an aloo in the water. There was this tiny whirlpool in the river. The lips would go round and round in it. The story that I really want to recount does not come easily to my lips. Words go. I can't find myself. But one or two stories keep whirling round and round like an aloo caught in the eddy, and they always look back to me.
In an otherwise uneventful life, no one else had taken so much interest in her, which flattered Wanda no end. And she immensely enjoyed talking about herself.
The girl I really want to tell you about is called Kushu. No other child had as many playmates as she did. Even the naughtiest of the child wouldn't do anything without her. Some call her Kushi, some twisted her name to Kaushi, and some even call her Rakhush. But after a few years, I no longer saw her. Her friends were bitterly. Kushi, Kaushi, Rakushi had been taken far away to her in-laws' house, where people were new to her. So did the house, the place, even paths and lanes. It was like a lotus has been lifted from the water and has been transplanted to inhospitable soil. But a year went by. At times I completely forgot about Kushi. But after 1 year, a familiar footsteps and sudden thrill through me. They seemed to belong to Kushu. They did. But there were no answers from the street. I could no longer feel the old music in that footstep. Kushu was now a widow. I once heard that her husband had been far away from work. And she had not even spent more than a couple of days with him. And one day, a letter arrived with her husband's death. Kusum dropped off her sindoor, cast off her ornament, and went back to her home, to the banks of her beloved Ganga. But none of her old playmates remained. They have all gone to their husband's house. But when she sat silently by the river, I could imagine rainbow waves lifting their arms together and calling out to this song, Kusum, Kaushi, Rakhu. Oh, I have no idea what I'm rambling about.
Back a little early, are you not?
So it seems. Apparently earlier than I thought.
Good thing you are. I'm relieved. I've got Monwantu Dotto's new book, Shonda, copy to read you.
Not now, I have work.
Just tell me what this work is and I will get it done for you.
Kathmandu did not retreat as quietly as she walked away from Wanda's room.
Her patience was tested to the extreme.
She thought of barging in and screaming at them. Instead, walked back with firm and audible footsteps to register her angry protest.
She knew well that Wanda did not have the gumption to follow a single word of what Roby was reading. And Roby, the imbecile that he was, basked in a large dose of self-gratification.
Back in her room, she banged the door shut.
What sort of an imposition is it? Does she take me to be her bonded slave that I cannot talk to anybody else? Utterly unfair.
Why are you sitting all by yourself in this dark room? Where's Manda? What's wrong, Golo?
Nothing really. Is she going to make a complaint against Robi that he has ignored her and instead chosen Manda to read his new writings to?
And what would Jyoti's reaction be? Would he not be amused and laugh it off?
Tell me, Golo. Please, what's troubling you? Have I been inconsiderate in any way? I know my planes and my ships keep me far from
No, it is
home.
not because of
Then what is it? Look, if I've been the source of your unhappiness, it certainly wasn't deliberate. I know I've been guilty of not spending enough time with you, but this will not work out.
I find Monda's conduct unacceptable. I feel nervous about her staying here. I think she should be asked.
What? What has she done?
The way she carries on with Robi is shameless and shocking.
Are you mad? Robi is nothing but a young boy. He's not even grown up enough.
You never notice what is happening at home. You are only interested in what is happening in the outside world.
And that's where everything is happening and changing. And that's where you need to be, Golo.
What do I want with the outside world?
The outside world will haunt you.
If the outside world has gone on for so long without me, then it can go on for longer. It need not time to take so on to me.
Let it perish, for all I care. That's not troubling me. I'm thinking about myself.
Oh, indeed. What about you? No. You can't run away from me now. I'm going to have this out.
Can one never finish a subject without using words? Are words essential, Golo?
Please stop speaking in riddles.
All I'm saying is, I should have you, and you should have me, or fully the outside world. That's where we still dead to each other, Golo.
Is there anything wanting then in the love that we have here at home?
Here you're not wrapped up in me. You neither know what you have nor what you want.
I can't bear to hear about it.
I would have you come into the heart of the outer world and meet reality, Golo. Maybe carrying on with your household tasks, living your life in the world of household conventions, the drudgery of household items. You won't wait for it. If we meet and recognize each other in the real world, only then will our love happen.
If there is any drawback in our full recognition of each other here, then I have nothing to say. But as for myself, I feel no want.
Even if the drawback is only on my side, why should you have to remove it?
Anyway, to get back to what I was saying earlier, I feel very bad for my partner. Manda is not bothered about her husband at all. Not bothered about whether he has eaten his meals, whether the poor husband has eaten anything at all or not. But if anything goes missing in Robi's meals, she creates a great fuss with us.
You women have a very suspicious mind.
Maybe we have, but I warn you, I will not allow such shameless goings on any longer.
Don't be needlessly agitated about love. Umapati is going back to Mahindra in Shindu to resume his law practice and she'll go back with him. Wanda, what is going on? Why all this packing?
Well, we have to leave someday. How could we stay here forever?
And where are you off to?
Back to our native village.
Why? What is the problem?
Not with us, but I suppose it didn't suit some others.
What a shame. I told you how Jyoti Babu took this decision. Nana, have I given you cause for any concern? Has Bothan made any allegations against me? Are you mad, Jyoti? Has Bothan made any comments about it? Look, she's fond of you. So even if she did say something, you should take it hard. Now listen to what I've written. Women find in my features, my manner, my gait, my speech a masterful passion. Not a passion driving with asceticism, not a passion clouded in debate, doubt, but a full-blooded passion. It roars and goes on like a flood. With the cry, I want, I want, I want. Women feel in their own heart of hearts that this indomitable passion is the lifeblood of the world, acknowledging no law but itself. Therefore, victorious.
Perhaps that is why so many women have lost themselves on the flood tide of your passion.
Into the cage flies the unknown bird. Where it comes from, I do not know. My mind powerless to chain its feet. Where it goes to, I do not know.
Roby felt like he would like to call the fowl upstairs to take down the song of the unknown bird.
But just as in the middle of the night, when it turns suddenly cold, it's too much exertion to reach for the extra blanket.
And so the fowl remained uncalled.
The song of the unknown bird remained unwritten.
And only its strains kept echoing through Roby's mind.
Come out. I have received a very nice proposal for marriage.
A nice what?
Proposal for marriage?
Why am I out of favor?
No, I have not asked Roby if he likes you or not. And even if he does, I'm not easily going to concede my right as your husband.
Really, what you are rambling about, I do not know. I thought you only said there was a marriage proposal for you.
Would I have then rushed to give you this message, especially with no expectation of a reward from you?
A marriage proposal for Roby?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Don't delay it then.
This proposal has come from Rajat Babu, practicing lawyer in Bhagwan. After Roby's marriage to his daughter, he plans to send him to England for further studies.
To England?
Yes, to England.
Roby to England? Oh, what a great idea. Seems a fine proposal. Why don't you speak with him yourself?
I think it'd be a better idea if you speak to convince him before I do so.
I have spoken to him not once, but 100 times. He does not pay any heed to me. I'm sorry, I cannot do it.
Do you think he will not agree to this proposal?
I have not the faintest idea. There have been such proposals earlier, but he did not relent.
But he must not turn down this proposal. I'm up to my ears in debt and I doubt if I can take care of him any longer. Oh, Roby! We've got a very nice proposal for your marriage with the daughter of Raghunath Babu. He's a practicing lawyer in Bhagwan. He plans to send it to England for further studies after marriage. What do you think?
If you accept, then I accept your decision.
All that you waited for was an approval from your Dada, who was an adorable and obedient younger brother he has turned out to be. But Thakur, why did you keep all this veneration from his way of Dada giving you for so long? Why not own up that you wish to get married? Why keep up this pretense that you have no intention to marry? A case of being hungry, you are too shy to remove it.
Maybe Roby kept his hunger suppressed, keeping you in mind. In case you become jealous of his wife.
What did you say? Jealous? Jealous of whom? No, never. You must not have made such an untrue
Oh dear. Can't I even make fun of my wife?
No, I cannot bear such sentiments.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm guilty of a very serious lapse here. Please do forgive me. Now, Roby, is the proposal acceptable or not?
Yes.
So you do not even wish to waste your time in finding a point so delicious. Never had you given an idea that you had come to such a desperate pass.
If you wish to meet this girl, I can fix it for you. My sources say she's a very good-looking girl.
Don't listen to him. How can that be? How can a marriage be fixed without even looking at the prospective bride? If he is reluctant to meet her, then we should go and meet her.
No, Lata. I don't see the need for holding up this event just for the sake of some formalities.
Great. But let's not delay it any further, or else it will break his heart. Why do you not wear a cocoa in your head and go for immediately? For who knows what if this one and only cherished desire of his heart may not be taken away by someone else? Tell me, are you dying to escape to England? Have we anywhere made your life miserable? It seems as if unless the young men of today are not decked out in hats and jackets, they do not feel like they have a right. Tell me, would you recognize dark people like us once you return from England?
What is the point of going to England then?
One sails across the 7 seas to be able to keep away the dark beauties. But lose no heart, Roby. We shall be here. There shall be no lack of admirers for the dark. As you apprehend.
Think how lovely it will be to have a young bride in the house. I will dress her up in all my pretty sarees and jewels, and I'll have such lovely long chats.
Which means you want a doll to play with.
Why are you saying that? She will be an outsider to begin with. I will have to teach her the ways of the household. I will have to make her worthy of you.
A few days ago, Major Bhutan said almost the exact same thing to me. She said my bride would stay with her. She would send her to Loreto Convent with her daughter Vivi, teach her piano lessons, and give her all the knowledge she needed to know to be worthy of the illustrious towers of Jora Chateau.
So what is wrong with that? I would do the same.
And what will her life be like with her two sisters-in-law fighting over her? Why are you so anxious to fasten this noose around my neck?
Where are you going?
To Shah Bazaar. I have to sing at a prayer meeting. Why don't you go with Jyoti Dada to Swarna Didi's house tonight, Bhutan? We have such fun every evening.
I can't go. I'm in a first creature with an evil eye.
What nonsense, why do you say that?
Bapuji's daughter Urmila used to come to me. I would bathe her and feed her and put her to bed. They say she died because of me.
Chi. Don't ever utter those words again.
But that's what they say. That day when she's
Slim, that was an accident. It could have happened anywhere.
They say such things because I was
Sterile.
sterile.
Incapable.
Very child.
No one says such things about you.
Don't they? And I seem to hear it from the back.
Yes, take with the whispers.
I am admiring your
Get
get
up.
It's superb. I was only thinking that one of those loaded English bodices would make it
Perfect.
What's so entertaining about her?
If Jyoti had been so busy dressing up his wife, there's no saying who else he might have spent his money on. Men always have some absurd hobby or the other, which is sure to be expensive. There's no point in trying to check their
Extravagance.
One is glad if they stop short of ruin.
Are men like women? Men are born spendthrifts and only know how to waste. Look here, child. Count yourself fortunate that your husband is not wasting himself as well.
So I have heard that the actress Jyoti below What a wonderful hospital for Chota Rani we have. Her guests simply will not budge.
We also had guests at our time, but they never wanted such
Lavish.
looking after. We were so absurdly taken up with our husbands.
Poor brother Jyoti is paying the penalty for his fall tomorrow.
He should have come as a guest if he wanted to stay.
Now it looks as if it is time for him to quit. Oh, you little demon. Your glances never fall by chance on his agonized face.
She is the granddaughter of the well-known musician Jawar Mohan Gangovat Bhai. Music is in her blood. Not only she's got a piano, but she's taken it up to her abode on the second floor of the mansion.
And now Robbie and Jyoti are practicing in earnest. But soon, Robbie will be busy with his own wife.
So many plans. She would take care of Roby's little wife, teach her all the ways of the family, and give her all the love and affection that she had done to her.
Renalini will stay with me and study in Loreto House.
But I thought she would take her home in Georgia for the Robi in the new weeks that have been prepared for them.
Why was Yanoda Nandini trying to take Robi's wife away from her?
Why did she make it a point always to rob her of whatever she wanted?
Yanoda Nandini had her own children. She had
No one.
Robi, why are you sending your wife to Loreto? You are one of the greatest poets of Bengal. Shouldn't your wife be educated in Bangla?
But I thought it was all arranged, Major Bhutan.
Oh, Robbie, your wife doesn't know a word of
English.
How will she understand her lessons? It would be best if we kept her here for a little while and gave her lessons at home. Then, when she has learned enough, she can go to school.
No one wears saris to school. That's why coats and skirts are expected.
Asked her to supervise the furnishings in Nepal. Being in competition with the British firm, he has to have everything in Sarojini very westernized and modern.
You are getting late for Robi.
And having lived in England for many years, Major Botan knows best what that is.
I remember that afternoon. From time to time, the rain would slacken, and then a gust of wind would manage it again.
It was dark inside the room. I could concentrate on my work. I took my instrument in my hand and began a song in the mode of Manahani.
She came out of the room and came just up to the window. Then she went back. Once more she came. She sat down. She had some sewing in her